Hi, now let's try to see Gartner hype cycle and what is Gartner hype cycle and why it is important. Majorly CIOs and the stakeholders who take decision on the IT infrastructure or IT decisions refer Gartner hype cycle as the deciding factor what is the technology which is working right now and what technologies will be disruptive and they should start using from today. Before taking the example of Gartner 2018 hype cycle, let me take you back to the history of 2014, what Gartner mentioned in 2014. The 2014 Gartner hype cycle which we are observing right now, if you see, there were a lot of technologies which were under the category of innovation trigger. So the innovation was just getting into it and people were trying to explore new ways to implement the ideas using these technologies. The first thing that we can see is virtual personal assistant. In 2014, what Gartner predicted that virtual personal assistant in which people are innovating will be a technology which will get implemented in 5 to 10 years. So that was the prediction which Gartner did. And you can see right now how many of us use Google personal assistant or any other personal assistant. So this technology from 2014 in 2019 almost 5 years has come to production, or I will say in less than 5 years has come to production and is commercially available. So that's why Gartner hype cycle is important. It tells you what technology people are innovating and in which stage the technology is in. Is it at the peak of the inflated expectation so that people are just talking about it, or it has gone into serious business where people are trying this technology? After that, the plateau of the enlightenment where people are actually commercially using that technology. Similarly, if you try to find blockchain in 2014 Gartner hype cycle, I doubt, or if you have a very keen eye, you will be able to find out. So I will help you here. So in the downward graph, you can see after the consumer 3D printing, which is almost live now. Why I am using the word almost live now? Because people can print their customized gifts. So that is what consumer 3D printing is. So Gartner predicted that cryptocurrency is in the peak of the inflated expectation. Yes, they corrected it right, because in 2014 Ethereum code, people were discussing Ethereum code, Bitcoin was getting good value. So all these good things were coming up. So cryptocurrency is the term which they utilize, and you can see the market or the enterprises or the organizations has matured. They understood that cryptocurrency is not actually the technology. Cryptocurrency is a behavior of blockchain. So that in 2018 blockchain was included in Gartner hype cycle. Let's now move on to Gartner hype cycle of 2018. As we have observed, in Gartner hype cycle 2014 also blockchain was there in the form of cryptocurrencies. Now coming to 2018 hype cycle, we can very well observe that blockchain data security, which is one of the ways blockchain can be utilized, is almost in a phase where in coming 5 to 10 years it can become a commercial product. Okay, so right now when we say it can become a commercial product in 5 to 10 years, industry in blockchain domain is going much ahead. Guard Time and KSI are some of the companies who are actually doing great work in blockchain data security to implement blockchain data security as commercial products. So this Gartner hype cycle is behaving correctly, and as per the predictions, lot of technologies, majorly I will use the word majorly, all the technologies which they have mentioned are performing as per the prediction. As introduced you in the start of the session, that who uses Gartner hype cycle, let's try to see. Basically the CIOs, the stakeholders, or even the architects who wants to know what technologies are in the innovation phase, are they in the illusion phase, or when they will get to the plateau of enlightenment where they will be commercially available. So as per this categorization, CIOs, stakeholders and solution architects as well, or the developer to upgrade his skills, can utilize the Gartner hype cycle to know where the technology stands. So why blockchain matters? From Gartner hype cycle we can get this, that why blockchain matters. In 2014 we saw it was in the second section, now it is almost coming to a product section. How to start with blockchain. So obviously blockchain 101, that you start a course, you start learning the blockchain material which is publicly available or through the course that you are right now doing. Apart from that, very first thing to start is how Bitcoin works, because the first implementation of blockchain was Bitcoin. We have very good articles, very good sections in our course that you can go through. After that, one very important for CIOs and for other stakeholders who take decisions, get early into the race because the place is getting crowded. After that, just to mention to the financial analysts who are doing this course, blockchain is just not for financial, it is for supply chain, it is for public services, even for any peer-to-peer implementation. Now let's try to see the growth of blockchain. So I will take a very quick overview. Around 33% bankers in the commercial banking domain are trying to implement blockchain. Almost 20 billion has been spent or will be spent till 2024. Now, right now, the data that the site has produced, 2.1 billion has been spent in blockchain. Everyone knows Ethereum ICO and other ICOs were quite successful. So the number of ICOs are going rapidly up. Also to mention that the blockchain use cases like cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Bitcoin has also gone up. Because of market values, they are also fluctuating. Now almost 14 countries are running live use cases or trying to implement blockchain into their public services or government domain. Apart from that, you must have seen on LinkedIn or other job portals that the job requirements has almost tripled because of the blockchain growth.